let's one or two record the session so that if someone connects, like disconnects in the middle, we can have the full-fledged training on. Okay, I just started. Let's wait for Ramesh to join in. Hello. Okay, let me try calling Ramesh. It's telling he's unavailable. Let me ping him in WhatsApp.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, he joined.
Yeah,
Hello?
yeah. Sorry, I got disconnected. Yeah,
Yeah, no problem. Go ahead and share
yeah.
the screen. Okay, so we have seen Jenkins project with different languages like .NET, C Sharp, Node.js, and also Java, right? Java, we got some plugin issues with respect to Maven. So I would leave it to you guys to go ahead and debug and come uh, for the solution. Like it is the plugin error only. So let me know if you guys are not able to. We can go ahead and see it in the class as well. Okay, but I think by now you guys should be able to figure out the plugin issues. Okay, so let's move to the next topic in Jenkins, which is called as Jenkins Pipeline. Okay, that is also very important because Jenkins can serve two types of jobs. That is one with a project approach, the other one with the pipeline approach. Okay, so go back to Jenkins. Let's see how your uh, pipeline we can create. Okay, yeah, you can stop that Node.js project. Otherwise, it keeps running because it is listening to the code. That's what it does. Okay, go inside the project and you can delete the, yeah, that step. Yes. Okay, yeah. Go to new item. It is telling you that it is aborted. Okay, so here we are going to create a pipeline project. So give pipeline name as pipeline and select the option pipeline. So here you don't see the traditional approach for your other thing that what we said. Here we would see the pipeline approach. Okay, so just come down. The general and build triggers are same. Yeah, here is the main part comes. Okay, the pipeline. So you can refer to the pipeline in an inline pipeline, or you can also give the pipeline script to be referenced from SEM. Okay, so if you give pipeline from SEM, yeah, select the second option. Yeah, select that. So here you will see which SEM to select. Yeah, select Git. And the same thing like what we were dealing with the normal projects, you will have to give the Git URL and the password. Along with that, you will have to specify, if you come down, you will have to specify the Jenkins file, the script path as well. Okay, the file name should be Jenkins file, that is the standard file name. You can place this file anywhere inside your repository and point to that script path. Okay, first thing, let's go ahead and see without the SEM approach. Yeah, pipeline script. So here let's try out a sample script. Just sent you. Go ahead and copy that. Yeah, you can go ahead and use the sample scripts there as well. Which will tell you what, like how do you print the hello world. This is how your Maven, like how can you use your Maven and then use it. Okay. The third one, Ramesh. Yeah, scripted pipeline. Oh, scripted pipeline is what we saw along with the node. Yes. The second one with your GitHub and Maven. Okay. So before we go in detail with these three, I want you to copy the pipeline which is there in the chat just to see the different stages. Okay, so this is the normal pipeline syntax wherein, yeah, the first one only, pipeline script. Yes, replace the contents. Yes. Okay, so right now what the pipeline is doing is the pipeline syntax should start like this, and the agent will define what is the agent or what is the machine with what we are running this script for. Okay, so you can specify agent. Right now we are giving any, you can mention it as a specific machine where you want to run your script for. Okay, like your local host, or if you want to run this machine, run the script in another machine also, you can go ahead and give the reference there. Okay, and then under the stages you have different stages, because the pipeline's main intention or main job is to make sure that you are executing certain tasks based out of stages, right? Say for example, we will have steps defined for the build stage. That is the task that your developer will be doing, and once your developer's code is brought in, the latest codes checked in, and the build has been done, the next stage would be to go ahead and test those latest code along with your scripts, that is your test scripts, right? So there your stage 2 will come into picture, and once your testing is done, you're ready to go ahead and deploy your solution to the different environments, right? Say for example, your development environment, or your QA, or your production, or pre-prod environment. If you want to deploy your solution and see how it is working, you can go ahead and define the set of steps that are required at stage deploy. Okay, so right now what we will do, let's go ahead and just give the echo messages in all these three stages to see how the stage execution happens. Okay, so inside the steps, I want you to type in echo space build. Yeah, echo space within double quotes build. And the same thing for the test. And deploy as well. Yes, let's go ahead and save it. Build now. So this is where your stage is getting executed, and it is printing us whatever we had given inside that particular build and the stage, right? So can you go back to the project? Yeah, back to project. Yeah, wait. So this is the execution that it is showing you stage wise, right? So build took 190 milliseconds to execute, and if you hover on that, it will give you the logs, like whether the stage was success or not, and it is also giving you the test and deploy as well, right? So in the if you click on the success logs, it will give you what all task had to perform inside that particular stage. Okay, so this is a simple one to show you how your stages will be appearing, and also how you can have different stages. Just because we have defined 3 different stages under the stages section, that's where you're going to see 3 things, but it might vary based on the requirement that you're getting from the client. Okay, so now as we understood the pipeline, let's go ahead and see the different pipeline options that we had, right? Can you go to the configure? Yes. Delete this one, or let's create one more project with a pipeline if you want to keep this, otherwise we can remove it. New item, pipeline 2. Yes, yes, try the sample pipeline. Go to the first one, hello world. So wait, so here also it is similar to what we have seen, like it is starting with a pipeline syntax, and it is giving us the stage. Yeah, agent is any, and it is giving us the stage called as hello. Inside the hello, we are giving the steps, that is the task that it should perform. That means it will echo your hello world, right? So let's go to the second one. This is quite straightforward, right? Yeah, so this is the second one, wherein it is giving you additional step which is called as tools, because in the production pipeline, if you want to create or if you want to use, you will have to mention what all tools will be referred going forward in the respective stages, right? So that's where we are defining a tool called as Maven, and we are giving the name for that Maven as M3. Okay, and then inside the stages we have the stage 1 called as build. Inside that build, what are we doing? Usually build is with respect to the code build, right? So we have to get a code, so we are getting a code from the specific GitHub URL. So this step can contain the code from different source code management systems like your Git or GitLab or Azure DevOps. Okay, and then what are we doing? We are going to run a Maven script to clean your package with respect to the code that was present. Okay, so this MVN is a command for your Maven packages. Okay, SH for shell scripting. So come down. So once your build is over with the clean package, the next stage is called as post. Okay, so what is this means? Post build actions, like after the build happens, what it should give you. So once the build is success, what you need to do, you need to have a XML file called as JUnit, and you need to archive the artifacts called as .jar file, which is there inside your target. So if you remember that we were when we were trying to build the Maven project, under the post build actions we gave the action name called as archive the artifacts. Inside that we gave target and .var file and .sql file, right? So usually var or jar file will be the output or the artifact output of Java language. That's where. Okay, so this is the pipeline which is telling you the different stages for your Git repository. Okay, so let's see the third one, scripted pipeline. Yes, so the scripted pipeline will tell you it is written in Groovy language. Okay, so scripted pipeline has a Groovy syntax, wherein if you see DEF and the node, that means DEF is for defining like your variable definition, and it is referencing to the Maven home, and the stage is giving preparation similar to what we saw in the previous one, right? The stage which is called as build. The stage declaration is left to us. You can name whatever stage you need, and it is also picking up the Git, and it is using the Maven home and referencing the command as tool M3, because that was the name for your Maven home, right? So come down. Yeah, this is a pre-build preparation. Okay, And then in the actual build, it is going ahead and considering the environment variable. That's where you have one more task inside your stage, which is called as with env, and it is making sure that mvm home is given the value what is being assigned for mvm home, and then it is making some checking to clean your package. Like if you are using Unix, execute this command to clean the package. If not, go ahead and use the bat script which is there, and it will clean your package. And the same thing at the last, for the results, you need to make use of your JUnit, and also you need to archive the artifacts which are with .jar extension. Okay, so this is the pipeline usage based on the different syntaxes or the different requirements. You can go ahead and do it. Okay, so now let's go ahead and see one pipeline which is with respect to the Node.js application. Yeah, it is throwing you the error. What is the error? Yeah, come down. There's no output, is it? Yeah. There's no tool with M3, right? Because they have defined M3 because they named that particular Maven home or the Maven tool with M3. Now we don't have that tool, that's where it is failing. Okay. So let's go ahead and create one more pipeline for your Node.js program. Okay. Pipeline Node.js. And you have the document in Andalike. And like Jenkins, you have Jenkins Pipeline document. Go back to Andalike, repositories. Yeah. Sorry, not Node.js, it's a Jenkins only. Search for Jenkins. First one. Come down. Yeah, Jenkins Pipeline.docs. Last one. Download it. Yes. Come down, you have the script. Yeah, go ahead and copy the content of that pipeline. Yeah, paste it here. Yes. Okay, fine. Save it. Build now. Come down. Yeah, it got successfully run, right? It got deployed. If you want to see you need to run, like if you want to see if your application is working or not, you will have to run along with the 4200 port, right? Because we are referencing to the same Git document that was there. Okay, this is the personal website one, right? That was not the Hello Node one. Okay, let me go ahead. Wait, let me only check. Yeah, it is using the same port. That's where we cannot go ahead and hit the same URL. But yeah, I'll give you the changes so that your application is now into the /var/HTML. That is your root directory where your applications will be deployed, right? So your application is deployed now, but if you want to see, yeah, you can even check inside this. Yeah, restart session. Yes. Go inside that particular workspace. Go to the console output, yes. Yeah, /var lib Jenkins workspace pipeline. Pipeline for Node.js, full. Yeah. Mm, yes. I think you cannot create the project with spaces. Give ls. Yeah. See, that's where it is giving you. That's fine. CD space, type in P or type in single quotes. Yeah. Single quotes, P. Yeah, pipeline space for space, yeah, enter. ls. So here you can see the files that are defined for that application. Okay. So yes, this is about the Jenkins pipeline as well. So I'll be giving you one production assignment. So if interested, go ahead and start implementing it and let me know if you have any doubts. Okay, so that is what I got for my project. So there we are going to use Jenkins, SonarQube server, and GitLab integration. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Next
One
class we
minute.
will be starting with.
1 minute, Jayashree.
Yes, please,
Yes, I
Ganesh,
am.
tell me.
Can you please help me to that install the this one? Just 2 minutes, I think it will take.
Sure, not a problem. Yeah, let
I'm
me know.
sharing my.
Sure, go ahead and share the screen.
I have created that one.
Okay.